Actually came out when I was like 11. I couldn't watch any of that. All right. Now you're ready. We're live.
Hey guys, I'm sitting here talking Game of Thrones with Hinckley. It is Thursday. That means that you are stuck with me for the next hour or so, if not 3 or 4, which Hinckley is really excited about.
John, they can hit the X button. They can close out of this tab.
They can?
I don't know if you know that. Yeah, they're not stuck with you.
Well, we're going to be here for 3 hours.
What's crazier is that they choose to be here with you.
Yeah, that is true. Nah. Anyway, you have to sit and hang out with me because it is New Guitar Thursday, where we're going to talk about lots of guitars and banjos and mandolins and all the cool stuff that has made its way in here. I have wrangled my good friend Trent. He is forced to be here with me right now. He would much rather be anywhere else but where he is right now, and I understand that.
He actually is against his will.
Is he against you? Are you here against your will, Trent? I guess so. He guess so. All right, and Hinckley is here. She's here to add, check out all your comments, all your places. Please tell us where you're watching from, what you guys want to see here today. I know we did an unboxing. We'll talk about some of those guitars. You know what we didn't grab? That Brazilian Bedell, which we got to show off.
I'll go have somebody bring it over.
Yeah, that'd be good. Corey's got it.
Okay, Corey's
my good friend Corey. Corey, were you snacking on? Did somebody bring us treats? We've had treats showing up all week today.
Can I please do a couple of shout outs?
Please
you got them first. Yeah,
go ahead. I know we had Vince sent us a whole case of Christmas tree cakes.
Yes.
And then butter cookies are here.
What? Who
Did
sent
you
that
know
one?
that?
Actually, I didn't see that one. What's
Mike White sent us butter cookies.
Oh, I didn't even see this one.
We saw Mark Montgomery, Mark Montgomery sent us a whole bunch of goodies, which I saw. I already laid claim to the Nerds clusters, and I saw they're already busted wide open.
They are almost eaten.
I know who did that.
I did not even open them. I know who did it too. Were you about to blame me?
Yes, 100%. It's either him or Dawson. If Dawson ate my Nerds clusters, he is fired. Dawson, do not show up here tomorrow.
I don't know if Dawson opened it, to be fair, but I did see a handful or two today. Like every time he was walking past. Nah.
We got, somebody sent us, I know it. Steve Mooney sent us some chocolates that were mighty yummy, including Hinckley's all-time favorite chocolate. By the way, if you want to make Hinckley happy, send Almond Joys. She loves Almond Joys. She goes home at night and dreams of Almond Joys.
No. So John right now is being sarcastic.
I actually do love Almond Joys.
Jason threw an Almond Joy at me today.
He did.
That was ridiculous.
I saw that.
That was uncalled for. But
you can file a workman's comp claim, I believe, for that. Yeah, as well as
that was hilarious.
As well as assault. I would go with both. Assault with a chocolate bar.
No, don't actually. I hate Almond Joys. I don't know if that's coming across. Okay. I would like us to catch up on comments real quick, by the way, because there's like 100 comments right here. I don't know if you know that.
Guys, I like New Guitar Thursday. By the way, put in the thumbs up. If you right now, hit that thumbs up if you believe New Guitar Thursday is the greatest video of the week. Because we do 3.
I believe that this is the favorite one?
Yeah, this is the one.
Maybe I should put up a poll, actually.
This is the one. This is the one. Hit that thumbs up if you agree with me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do that. Maybe I'll put up a poll in a second. Okay. I got to go through these real quick. So Mike says hello from Middleton, Virginia.
Hey, Mike.
The first comment. Thank you very much.
You won that award. Wear the crown well.
Herb Michael joined in. He says that he was the first to like the actual video. I believe you.
So he also loves New Guitar Thursday.
Yeah, probably. That's what he said. I would assume so. Andy A joined in very soon after that, and these comments are, by the way, from like 3:15, so that's really nice. Thank you guys for joining in early. So I gotta shout you out, Jennifer as well, Vince in here, of course, Gotta Fly Lee, welcome everybody. Ron is here, howdy from Southwest Colorado, first time starting live. Well, thank you very much. Tell me how to pronounce your last name, Ron, because I really don't want to butcher it, but it looks like it might be difficult for me, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. Let's see. Vince does say that TAS Lives replace all of his shows.
he's like Law and Order. Nah, I'll watch Chapman sit there and make fun of each other and berate each other. Jim
Mextorf has joined in. Yeah.
Thanks, Corey.
Jim Mextorf has joined in. Teresa joined in. Teresa asked which Bedell. It is one of the Bedells that we showed off earlier this week, but we're going to show it off again because why not?
Because it's so good.
It's a new guitar and it's in here and it's incredible, Welcome, Kenneth.
Super cool.
Mike White, thank you very much. I'm getting ready to eat this this cookie right after I'm done talking.
Must be nice to be able to do that and not have to be on
I can
camera.
mute you right now. Here, do you want this one? I can mute you right now.
Right.
You can eat this one.
I haven't eaten anything since 8 o'clock this morning, so that's cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's finish this quickly. All right. Welcome, welcome. I'm seeing if there's any questions, honestly,
Nobody
right
has
now.
A question.
Neil said, Merry Christmas, everyone from
Hey,
Cork,
Merry
Ireland.
Christmas, Neil.
Thank you very much. We got an Irish Merry Christmas. That's really nice.
I wonder
Thank
what
you.
it sounds like when he says it. Merry Christmas. I can't do
I'm
a
not
good
gonna do
Irish
it.
accent. I would suck at it. But I have to say, I love my wife. Guys with Irish accents, she will leave me immediately.
Really?
I don't think she even cares what they look like. She would leave me
Really?
in a minute for that Irish accent.
All
yeah.
right.
Also, French-speaking guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she
Interesting that you're bringing this up. Is this your therapy session?
This is my therapy session. My wife wants to leave me, everybody.
No.
I don't blame her. I want to
right.
leave me. That's the weirdest part.
Really? You
yeah,
also
I've been
wish
trying.
that you weren't here. Okay. Hello, Dr. Robert. Hello, Flotrons, and he's from the UK. That's really incredible. Thank you, all of our international watchers as well. Let's see. I'm just looking through here, seeing what we got. Let's see. Trying to get a little bit more
She's
caught
getting through
up.
this
I
list
know.
here
I
right now.
gotta.
There's
I
good
gotta
stuff.
read.
I got to tell you what we did today. Can I do that while you're still looking up?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
If you have anything
so-
to say real quick, I'm just looking. Oh, we have a first-time viewer from South Carolina, Kirk.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah. They also have a weird accent. I want to know if you're from South Carolina, do you say "cut your lights on"?
Cut your lights on?
Yeah, that's a thing that they do out in that way. North
does
and
that
South
mean?
Carolina, when they're telling somebody to turn their lights on, they go, "Cut your lights on," or "cut your..."
Like for Christmas lights or
Just
for
anything. Like
a porch
it's
light?
weird. Like turn on your car headlights.
Your brights?
Cut your lights on.
Why are you
Cutting.
cut them?
I know
Cutting
that
them
means.
is off.
I know that's why I found it to be
right.
silly.
Okay, we do have one request. This is the first request I've seen. Oh my gosh, my brain, sorry. Rocking H says, I got an E20D MR coming in tomorrow. Could you show us an E20D MR TC?
Are they
in
over here?
If we have it over here, I don't know.
I don't think we
honestly.
do.
I don't think
I'll look.
we do at all.
I'm gonna look.
But that was our first request today, so might as well. And
I'm gonna look. I don't think they made their way over here. We just got them in.
Yeah.
And I see an
Trent,
E20.
To my knowledge, they're going to be most likely online tomorrow.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
they're
don't
not-
think that they've
they're
been
not here
brought
yet.
over yet.
I'm
sorry
sorry.
about that.
Sorry.
All right, let me see if there's any other questions right now. Hey, we have somebody watching from the Philippines. That's very cool.
That is very cool. I've never
you
been
so
to the
much.
Philippines. I would like to go there.
Hello,
really, really
Daryl,
nice.
as well. Hello, Brian. Let's see. Chris says that his SBS Martin was delivered today. Yay! Congratulations.
That is good news.
All right, SOH does say that New Guitar Thursday is my favorite TAS video today.
Yay.
So,
Today.
I think that they're everybody's in agreement.
Good. Good. You know, it is the longest running show that we have done. New Guitar Thursday started as just a stupid idea, and I remember hashtagging it New Guitar Thursday when we first opened the shop, and we just stood around with a cell phone on
Yeah.
Facebook and just walked around and said, "Hey guys, it's me. It's New Guitar Thursday," and everybody's like, "What does that mean?" Nothing. It meant nothing.
Today
and
is
now
Thursday, and we're showing
it
the new guitars,
seems
and
to
now
mean
it's our
something.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember whenever we would use the phone instead of switching it over to the camera.
Yeah.
Good times. All right. So a couple more things real quick. So Clyde Sullivan says happy holidays to all
Clyde.
of the acoustic shops. Thank you so much,
Sent
Clyde.
us a really nice, I think it was a card, but I remember, no, it was an email today. I
Yeah?
looked at this email. He answered us back, and he's like, "I'm getting ready to buy some more guitars next
All
year."
right.
So
Well,
we've
thank
been
you so
missing
much,
you, Clyde.
Clyde. Yeah.
I hope you have a great holiday.
Absolutely. Jeff Simpson also on the Merry Christmas train says Merry Christmas to all the gang at the shop. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, let's go ahead, and we are now absolutely caught up.
Good. I'm going to give you a
So-
chance to eat your cookie. I'm going to tell
Okay.
you what we did this morning. This morning, we were invited to be, me, Jeremy, and Jason were invited to be on our local morning news program. It's called Unscripted. 2 hours on Fox 5, I believe, and then 1 hour on Color 10, KOLR 10. I don't know if we've got the link. Jeremy has a link to it, and we may share that on our social media pages. But here's what made it super cool.
Looking for it this morning.
Jeremy does have that link because he sent it to my daughter. I had my two daughters join me. They worked up a song 2 years ago, a Christmas tune, and they asked us to do some Christmas songs. You guys know I'm not a Christmas song person. I know you all think I hate the holidays but it's just the music. It's not the holiday, it's the music. I just don't get into it. I just don't care for it. Anyway, so my girls singing together, they never sing together. I talked them into singing, and they wanted to make a present for their grandparents. So they recorded a song called The Angels Cried, Alison Krauss and Alan Jackson. And I'm like, so if they're asking us to do Christmas, maybe I'll get the girls to do it again live. And they'd never done it in front of anybody before. So we did it live this morning at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock this morning. It was fun, had a great time. Jeremy and Jason, again, added their absolute music prowess. It was funny. I talked to both Kylie and Ellie this morning, and I said, you don't understand how fortunate you are. Those two are two of the greatest musicians in the entire world, and I really mean that. Jason is an incredible bass player, and Jeremy, absolutely amazing on the mandolin. And what they add just by being there and adding their just automatic magic to a song is pretty awesome. So they got to have this incredible band backing them up, and they sang extremely well. And then me and Jeremy played an instrumental with Jason as well. It was a lot of fun. So check that out. Thanks to Jeremy Raby, who invited us to do that morning show. Had a good time. Talked a little bit about holidays and instruments, and it was fun. So.
Yep, we'll definitely be sharing that a little bit later. A couple of comments I see here. Troy said, I just bought a guitar from you on Reverb this morning, and I only realized now that I've been watching your videos for months. Well, thank you very much for accidentally supporting our story.
Yeah, what did you buy? Next time,
no, but thank you.
I'm going to give you a little... Do you buy a companion?
Companion? Cool,
awesome.
Okay.
Next time,
has it like right there,
I'm going to give you a little hint. Save yourself a little bit of money. Buy it directly on the website. Only because if we're shipping it to you, we don't have to charge sales tax, and poor Reverb does. And it's not their fault or our fault, again, by the way. But next time, that'll help you out a little bit. So check out the Acoustic Shop website.
We do very much appreciate the business.
Yeah, love it.
Thank you so much. All right. So this is the first request that I see before we get to something new. So the Flotrons wants to hear a standard D18 and then a standard E1D. I think that we can make that happen with what we have.
I have the 18 here. E1D.
I think that we have an E1D.
All right, if you can grab the E1D, I'll start with the 18. Did you get called to leave, Corey? They want you to leave me.
Someone's got to watch the sport.
Yeah, somebody has to.
I'll watch it.
All right, so this is a standard D18, mahogany back and sides, thick and spruce top. This is the standard when it comes to Dreadnought mahogany guitars. It does come in at $27.99. Loves the J-Run, by the way. We're not at all getting complaints about the J-Run. My favorite is we did gospel song yesterday on the live deal, and there are people that literally claimed I had created some sort of major problem for the world by sacrilege, I guess, doing the J-Run. Look at this one, bear claw top. Look at that! Holy smoke, this bear was mad. He tore the
got so angry.
You know what out of this. He's like,
There was probably like a beehive in the tree. He was trying to go get the honey.
He was. He thought it was inside this guitar.
Yeah.
He thought honey was in here. He's like, let me in there.
The guitars don't grow on trees, John. Yeah.
Standard E1D. This one is serial number 7016 is the last four of it. 7016. It's got bear claws everywhere. Corey, did you see how mad that bear was at this? He's just looking at me like, John, you're stupid. There's bear traps now. Corey is setting up bear traps everywhere to deal with this bear.
That's great. Yep.
Thanks, Corey.
All right.
God, that's so idiotic. I feel like I just harmed people by talking that way.
Let's see if there's any other questions I see.
Since we're talking about Martin guitars, I'm going to open one.
Sure, why not? Yeah, go ahead and get into them.
The CEO7, another comment where somebody got really mad at us. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have any more information on this than what I had on Tuesday when I opened it up the first time. The CEO7 came in. I just know that they're great. Corey could find us information this time, which will help.
Sure.
But the CEO7 is a great guitar. Smaller body, mahogany back and sides, of course. I think this actually does have a Adirondack spruce top on the CEO7.
I think so.
It has a modified V-shaped neck. This is a very popular small body guitar.
I'm a big fan
of the CEO7.
I think they look really, really cool.
I think a lot of people are. I think this was supposed to be a limited time guitar, but I think they're going to continue it through. So short scale, 24.9. But everybody wanted to know the price last time. 3,200. So there you go. By the way, I'm sitting on one of the Martin stools right now. This is the last one we have in stock. I did order some more, guys. So hopefully we will sell those as well. But we have lots of cool gear over here. Some nice hats, t-shirts.
Heck yeah.
Order some more straps are coming in. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
There you go, the CEO7 with slightly more information than last time. So we have another really great comment that came in this morning that me and Jeremy saw while we were at the studio, where we played the Octolindos on Tuesday, and we didn't know much about those either. Hinckley's already laughing. This is one of the best.
Completely fair. This one was very funny, yeah.
The whole point, okay, so let me clarify. When we open box stuff, we don't know what is in there.
That's the whole point.
The whole point is that, I mean, we get like, when we get a shipment in, there's like 40 instruments, and that happens like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to keep up to date on all the models and their specs and their prices,
it's normally like me
crazy.
Organizing what we're actually going to unbox and then somewhat having prices.
This list here happened today, which we were working until 10 minutes before we got live on here.
You guys were filming behind the scenes. I grabbed and listed what we should do.
I can't know that much stuff of what's going on. Anyway,
to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen comments like this until like this
one
live.
and the CEO said, where it's like, be prepared,
I don't know
quit
what
being.
It is this week, yeah.
This guy got on me with the CEO7, said, be professional, get your stuff together, guys. It's a waste of my time, basically, is what he told me on this CEO7. Well, thank you, Corey. He's telling me it's almost amazing the specs I do know. This is the only things that I know. So I'm. But anyway, this one, that we read this morning was very funny because the commenter said on the Octolindos, he said, guys, get your stuff together. There's nothing worse than watching 2 out-of-shape guys that don't know how to play music try to play stuff like the Octolindo. And he just like totally burned us down. That was it. Very old, out-of-shape guys that don't know how to play mess around with instruments like the Octolindo.
And he said Octolinda.
Did he?
And
take that,
the next
guy.
2 comments under that was Jason saying, "You're nice. I think that we should be friends." And then Jeremy said, "It's an Octolindo. Now you sound silly." Because you guys are nice to people.
I love that. That's very funny.
That's pretty funny, honestly. Okay. Besides that, are
Let's
you
move
okay?
on. Yeah, I will be okay.
Qualms?
I'm going to go home tonight. Vince bought me a bottle when we saw him in North Carolina.
That's great.
I'm going to drink my sorrows tonight. Yeah.
All right. Again, this is a John therapy session. All right. Let me see. So we do have a ton of questions, by the way. So let's try and get through them real quick. Ebony, brass, or metal pins?
All right. So there is a theory to all of these in here. I was actually on a forum just the other day for Martin. People talk about the plastic pins. Well, Martin's put plastic pins in forever. There's no need to do anything different. I agree with you if you just are happy with that. But in my opinion, I would never settle for plastic pins. I think it's an easy, cheap upgrade. It's not dramatic. It's a slight upgrade. But for 20 bucks, you can put ebony pins in there. I promise you there is a difference, and it's worth spending the money on that.
What do you pick? Ebony, brass, or metal?
For me, that's where I was going to go to next. The metal ones are cool too. I personally go more dense bone / water buffalo horn, ivory, the fossilized ivory. To me, that's the ultimate. When it goes to the metal pins, to me, the brass ones are too heavy. It's almost like a flywheel. It creates sustain that doesn't end. It almost is too much for my personal taste, but I've had guitars where they're definitely valuable. So for me, I would go ebony in that instance. If I could, though, I would upgrade it to a more dense material such as bone, water buffalo, or if you really can, get the ivory because they look cool and they're very expensive.
All right. So this next question actually is a really great segue into another guitar that we could show. So Ron says, love to see the unboxing of a mid-range guitar like an Alvarez MD60. You're actually, look, we literally have an MD60 right here.
Just
it's funny
came
that
in,
you said that, yeah.
You unbox it. We have not, has anybody taken it out of the bag even at all?
I did take it out of the bag, yeah. I unboxed it a little bit more. Just to make sure that it was ready-ish for today. That way we didn't leave, you know, the plastic everywhere.
This is for a customer, so it is sold. But we'll show you what.
But we still wanted to show it off because we've never gotten one in before. And then the second part of his question is, could you walk through assessing what and how to upgrade? Maybe even in a video.
So we just literally filmed one
yeah,
today.
We kind of did talk
about
talk about
the upgrades you can do
and stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. So this guitar came in is the MD60. So it's a Masterworks Dreadnought in a 60. That's going to be a herringbone mahogany back and sides. It does have the herringbone. I was talking to the fellows at Alvarez because I have seen one of these before. It was at IBMA with us. And he said, this is kind of our Tony Rice-ish kind of deal. It did have a herringbone rosette, giving you more of a bluegrass style, but still going to have a lot of the Alvarez appointments. I do like the 12th fret inlay on these, and the price point of these is really good. I want to say this guitar is $879. I was going to say $679.
I didn't tune it, John. Sorry. Yeah.
There you go. So that's a great mid-level guitar right there. Definitely a big step up. I believe these are all solid woods on here. Has a nicer appointments set up well. It plays easily, and then looks well too. And full gloss. I have that tonality and the focus that we like to see out of higher end guitars. And that's it. So the question though was walk through how to upgrade. I got to know where we're upgrading from and why.
What are you upgrading from? It is interesting that Ron brought this up though. I mean, depending on your budget and everything and what you have currently, that could be a great upgrade. For you. Yeah,
if you're coming here, is there upgrades from these? Of course, we actually just filmed a video that'll come out sometime next year, which is what is the difference between $10,000 guitars and $30,000 guitars and a $150 guitar, and we kind of worked through what the main differences are and why you would think about doing the different levels of guitar. And a lot of it comes down to your personal needs and what you're wanting to do. The weirdest thing is it's little things that cost a whole bunch of money. And we talked about this many times on this channel. you'll have a little tiny detail, but it's the amount of time that has to come in there, and you don't think it's important, but it really is, and that's what ends up costing quite a bit more to get you to that next level. So.
Yep. So going off on another question, by the way, guys, these questions do go pretty fast. If I miss something, and if you would be so kind to repeat it in the comments, I will look for it again.
We'll try.
So while you're going to the next one, this comment is in...
see what it is.
Go ahead. Yeah, this one I actually forgot to open because I got busy with other things. But so it might be in plastic and stuff.
It sure is.
All right, so this question is an Eastman question, though, John. They say, I need John's great opinion. An E20D MRTC or an E40D TC? Sound volume? Deeper tone? Question mark?
So if you want deeper tone, go with the Indian Rosewood. If you want more focused tone in Rosewood, the Madagascar. That's what it does. Brazilian and Madagascar Rosewood has a tighter, more accurate response than Indian Rosewood does. Indian Rosewood is very similar, but there's a little bit of a thicker, if not, for lack of a better term, muddier low end. Murky. Yeah, murky. I like that. That's not a positive connotation. Foggy. All right, those are all good. But if you're looking for that big low end, you need to go with more of the Indian Rosewoods. If you're wanting, like myself, which is more focused and more detailed low end, that's where the Madagascars, the Brazilian, which Madagascar is very similar to Brazilian in tone. That's why that pays off. In fact, I've got a Brazilian Rosewood guitar here to show you, and you'll kind of even hear some of that character that it only will have.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, this is a Yairi. This is an FYM70. Oh, these are fantastic. I believe this one's a Sitka. This is not an HD. So it's a Rosewood back and sides in an OM body size. Has the full Yairi appointments. All hand built in Japan. These are, I really do like the Alvarez neck. The Lauriettes and the Yairi's necks is one of my favorites. It really is.
Quick question while you're doing that. So do light gauge strings need a setup if I had mediums before?
So probably not. The most that will end up happening will be that it may back bow a little bit further than when you had the mediums, so a quick neck adjustment with the truss rod should be all that you need. A full setup should not be needed, especially if it was a well set up guitar in the first place. I switch between lights and mediums quite often. In fact, every guitar that I've ever bought from here that had lights on it, I didn't do another setup on it. I just switched them out. This is great. I really like the Yairi OMs. They're fantastic. Yairi has made me an Alvarez fan. Gosh, if you talked to me 2 years ago and said, hey, John, would you be... no, I would not have. I'll be honest. But the proof's in the pudding. They keep showing us great guitars that sound great, have great specs, well set up. Yeah, in the pudding. In the pudding.
That's great. All
God
right.
almighty, Corey. Why do we not just go ahead and mic up Corey whenever we do these?
Sure, just be a
You
bunch
might
of
as well just
ad-libs.
have him just there for the extra.
It would be breathing for like about 30 minutes and then ad-libs.
He
Those
is kind of a
random
mouth
ad-libs.
breather, right? Is that what
Really?
you're calling
I've
him?
never said that, no. That's really funny, though.
Is
All
it?
right.
I just totally
That'd be
insulted
more
Corey.
funny if I said that. Yeah. All right. Mike says, how is my guitar playing coming along? By my, he's talking about me, Hinkley.
Oh.
It's good. I can play guitar.
Is it been?
Yeah.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I have actually a couple
Really?
times. Yeah.
All right, we're going fancy here.
Honestly, not a lot because I be busy, but
I be busy.
that's why I didn't buy an expensive
Yeah, I mean, she's so busy. She's so busy she can't even learn English correctly. I be busy.
Nah. All right, so if we could real quick go back to the Alvarez, just talking about the other Alvarez, because Ron talked back about it. He said action.
MD60.
He said action, nut, saddle, etc. Whenever we were talking about things to look for in an upgrade. I mean,
So again, setups are always. I'm going to go with this, and we've done this hot take many a time, so I'm going to do it again. Hot takey time. Stores that try to tell you that they do a complete pro setup and make it playable when nothing else is. I have a major problem with that because your opinion of what is a pro setup and my opinion is totally different things. Corey and me are probably the most similar players in this shop, and yet we do have different setup preferences. Me and Trent. Trent is a fantastic player, and I know me and Trent have different setups. You're mostly running lights except for a couple of guitars with mediums, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Trent runs a much lighter setup. Neither one of us are wrong. And we both, I know that as well. Austin has a different setup for his guitars. What we're looking for is different. So if I was to tell you, I'm going to set up every guitar to be my spec, the way I want it to be, that's silly because I guarantee you, I will have half, if not 3/4 of you hate the way my guitar is set up. So what we try to do is set them up to match up what the manufacturer does. And most of them are smart enough, at least what they want to do. Now, they don't always arrive this way, but we get them to what the manufacturer spec is supposed to be. And that's where we ship them out at as well. Because each manufacturer has something that they're looking for. A Taylor buyer knows that a Taylor setup really fits that type of player. A Martin buyer knows that a Martin setup fits their type of player. We want to make sure that we get that as perfect as we possibly can. So when it comes to setups, again, you need to play them, decide what feels good to do, and then recognize that you can always get it set up to be more like what you want it to if it's a high quality instrument.
So I guess in terms of upgrading though, because that's what he was asking,
So here's in the upgrade side of what we're doing talk about there is, which is make sure that it plays evenly up and down the entire neck. If a guitar has uneven frets, you're never going to be able to lower it enough to be able to make yourself happy if you're not happy with its initial setup. If it has a bowed up neck, those kind of setup things, that's going to come down to you spending the details. And if you notice that there's unevenness in the heights of the strings, that's the kind of details that you want to check out. And again, higher quality instruments tend to be better at doing that because they really get those fret dresses down. They get everything to be perfect so that you can get it as low as possible in order to make it play and be right. So that's such a hard one as far as setups. Now, neck shapes, again, personal preference. Find one that you like and kind of stick with it. Tone, all those kind of things are going to be what you like out of a guitar because there's so much variance out there. There really is. And yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. I know it didn't nail it down, but it may help you a little bit.
All right. John is asking, I love the way that y'all demo guitars. The customers need to hear that. But what happens if you scratch it while you were playing it?
If that happens, we always try to catch it before, and it's usually not even us. We have stuff available. Again, this is another thing that comes out in the internet quite a bit, and I want to point this out for a first-time buyer. If I've had people that go, can I have one that's in a box that's never been opened before? I'm here to tell you, you as a buyer do not want a guitar in a box that has never been opened before. You may not even know that you don't want it. I can tell you that even from Martin, who's a fantastic company, there is a rejection rate from the acoustic shop of guitars that we send back because they have issues, whether it be cosmetic blemishes, whether it be setups, whether it be problems in how they're, all kinds of deals. So we would rather have them out in the open so you can play them and make those check out. Now, if they do get scratched or marred or dented or something that we find in our final inspection before shipping, we will call the customer up and say, hey, here's the deal. We got it in here. We would love to sell you this guitar. We'll offer you maybe a discount, maybe something else to kind of get it going, or we sell it as a floor model. That happens quite often in some of these instruments that have been here where they do get some wear and tear.
Not often.
It does not happen often. I'll be honest with you.
From time to time.
Our customer base knows that we're dealing with high-end guitars and try to treat it as good as they can. Most guitars have a coating on the pick guards that is easily peeled off of there to make sure that even if we're rubbing that, which is where you should be playing, that you'll be able to just peel that off. You won't have to deal with that anymore. So you can have a clean guitar and make sure everything's right.
And we don't let people willy-nilly with all their zippers and buttons and pins and
There's a big
whatnot.
sign right here that even says,
don't
Jackets
do
and
that.
coats,
Yeah.
remove them. Things with zippers, things with buttons. Make sure
right.
to check your pockets, all those kind of good things.
Lots
So
more
we always do that.
questions. What do you think about the Eastman E10OM? I got one, but I don't know a lot of others who have tried it. We are
sell
huge
tons
Eastman
of them.
fans.
Yeah, they're fantastic. If you're looking
can't
for
go
a
wrong with
mahogany
it.
guitar with an Adirondack spruce top, no better value out there than the E10. Fantastic OM.
All right.
Absolutely.
Herb said, can the Acoustic Shop put together a week-long bluegrass school for beginners and intermediate players?
We did that. We actually did it a couple times.
Bluegrass
We
camp.
did a camp.
Yeah.
And we used to do also a jam class that went 7 weeks long. The hardest part about that was the jam class got to where me and Jeremy just don't have the time. I wish we did. I wish we could do that. It would be wonderful. The camp was awesome. We had some issues with housing it and doing it right and making it affordable again, because it was, what did we do, 4 days, 5 days?
I think it was four.
I think it was 4
if I
days.
remember right.
Yeah,
I
down in
only
Branson,
remember
it was
I
so much
came out
fun.
for one because that was like
You filmed
also
for a
whenever
day.
I barely started working.
We
here, but I
had
did come down and
me
film.
and Jeremy taught, Dad taught,
And then we had
Alan Mundy taught, Ron Block was
Alan
here,
Mundy, Ron Block.
Kristen Benson taught banjo. We had Danny Roberts come in and teach mandolin. Wyatt Ellis, if you guys are big fans of Wyatt and you've been there, Wyatt Ellis was a student at our camp.
He was a baby.
Yeah, he was just a little guy.
Yeah.
And he hung out. He took both guitar and mandolin classes throughout that camp.
Yeah.
We had a blast. It was a great time. Hopefully we can do something like that again in the
That
future.
said, yeah.
It was
maybe.
hard.
It was hard.
It's so hard. Right,
It
right
was
now
stressful.
we are all at our limits as far as the things that we can get done on a weekly basis.
But you never know, yeah.
So I'd love to do it though.
All right, Nick Eldridge says, do you know how far out you are on getting out a guitar that came in on this week's Eastman shipments? So if you're talking about a special order that came in.
Was it a special order that he's talking about?
Was it a special order? That's a good question. Or are you talking about
Or maybe he's just like waiting to see if it shows up online. Trent, what is your thoughts on that Eastman shipment?
To my knowledge, it's kind of more of a inspection thing.
Is that what we have? We haven't got to inspections yet?
Yeah, I don't think that any of them have been inspected yet, except the ones that are obviously special orders. And if it is a special order, it should have gone out.
And we pushed that
if
to the
not
front of the line, did
today.
inspections.
Yeah.
So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to straighten this out. I'll hopefully help you understand what's going on. Last week, I ran numbers for our last week. We shipped, I think she had finished another like 80.
He said yes, the E10 SSV that came in.
Yes. Okay. So it's one that has not, is it one for his special order?
I think that's it.
We got two of them
He
in.
says no one is called yet.
Okay. We got two of them in. Maybe it just needs to be pushed to that front of the line. So we'll get that going. I'll make sure that that one gets moving. Corey, tell them to get going on the SSV special order. We have one of them. I know it's been allocated. It just has not been shipped yet.
So they need to call.
Yeah. I'll get that figured out. All right. But for all of you that don't know, I think there was 80-something SBS shipments that went out last week. On top of that, we had 82 brand new orders that had to be shipped and processed. Of course, the new orders kind of take priority because we warned folks on SBS with that special deal. These ones may take a little longer to get out and get to you. We've got through most of them. In fact, I think she's almost done. If we have it in stock, those instruments are coming out of here. Otherwise, we're waiting on things that you ordered for us to get in the future. But that's 160, 170 orders that had to be processed in 1 week.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And meanwhile, we're still doing regular phone conversations and working with people inside the store and doing all that. So we're spread as far as we can. I'm sorry.
Nonetheless, we'll get that. Yeah, we'll definitely get that going.
Yeah.
You should probably keep going on these.
All right, I want to show this guitar because this is Martin's premier standard model. Now, it's not a custom one, but this is a standard model, and this is the top of the line. It is the Martin D45. Top grain woods. This is the best stuff they have. All the inlays that you could ever expect to see. This has been Martin's platinum standard forever. So we have, in this full-on abalone, we have a back that has abalone. All the sides have abalone, all the way down to the tail block. and around, and then it goes up to the top itself around the fretboard extension, a big one around the rosette, and the bigger 41s have smaller hexagons that are inside for the inlays, and then of course the CF Martin inlay excuse me, package that's on these guitars. Again, this is an ultimate premium model. We finally got one in. This was one of the ones we ordered from day one. Fantastic sounding guitar. So yeah, this is absolutely primo. And you know, if you're looking for the ultimate standard line guitar from Martin, the D45 should be on your list. So we have one in stock. It's the first one we've had, and I don't know how long it'll be around.
Speaking of Martin, are we going to be getting any of the Martin HG28s?
HG28s. Oh, the Hawaiian. I have it on order. I put it on order the day they allowed me to do it. I wish they'd have let me know earlier. We are going to be seeing Martin at the NAMM show coming up here in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll be in California.
Very excited to see all the new stuff.
Speaking of another primo guitar, again, same price point, by the way. This is a little bit more. It's about $400 more than the D45. But I want to talk about this because this guitar knocked me out.
Truly, in my opinion, the best for last is what we have saved.
I would have to agree with you.
All right.
This is a Bedell guitar, custom build. This was done originally as a guitar that a student of mine was going to build for his dream guitar. We actually I had gone to Oregon to pick out some woods, and I picked out this back and side set of Brazilian Milagro. This is Bedell's top level of Brazilian, and I've not seen this level of Brazilian on a guitar in probably 40 years or more from anybody. They just don't have access to it. Now, Tom has quite a bit of it, but I held this, and then I kind of realized I can't afford to build one right now. So this student was going to build one. He since backed out of it, but here's the deal. I ordered this guitar 3 years ago and took a while to put it into build. This is a price at a 3-year-old price, which this has gone up dramatically. I think I was told by the guys it'd be about $4,000 more to build this exact guitar as it sits. So this is a Milagro back and sides, based off of a Coffee House Dread. We changed some things on it, but the Brazilian, perfect quarter sawn Brazilian with gorgeous black ribbons, has some of the spider webbing throughout it, which is just a grain formation.
You need to move it a little bit because the reflection is a little
Can
crazy
I
on the
get
light.
you here? How's that? Or there? Tell me where, which way away?
It's all a little silly, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about there?
That's literally just the store.
Ah, cool.
That's all that you can see in it. I mean, it's beautiful, but we also were able to show it off quite a bit better yesterday.
It is fantastic.
And the
Koa
pictures
wood
showed
bindings.
off
We reversed the rosette on this. Adirondack spruce top with a vintage toner. We added the Evo fret wire to this guitar. 1 3/4 nut width on it. There's nothing like a Brazilian rosewood like this. gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. Nothing to complain about here at all. Just so much value. And again, this is paper Brazilian. Not just is it Milagro level Brazilian, which is just stunning, but it is actual CITES paper, so you can travel all over. This is a guarantee. This is not the illegal Brazilian that is so found around here, or not at least documented. This is truly documented Brazilian rosewood, ready to go. And yeah, $10,399 is actually the price on this. Fantastic.
Very
fantastic
nice.
Guitar.
All right, next question. John, how does the TAS 10th anniversary Eastman different from the Bedell 1940 in terms of bass,
Totally
low
different.
mids,
Not the
and
same guitar.
overall power / volume?
There's nothing about it that's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's designed to be different. It's designed to be my 1940 D18. And again, that's not for everybody. It's for me. I love that guitar, by the way. But they're just so different. The rosewood comparison to mahogany, that's a major difference. The large sound hole, which has more mid push, upper mid push. This has more depth. This has more transient. The 1940 has more transient response. It feels like it absolutely just jumps out of the guitar and does it. It's like a. I played this guitar, and I told my wife this last night, and she told me it's the worst description ever, which I played the 1940 because I took it home and played it this morning and last night, and I said, it's like a big old fat kid jumped out of there and was ready with a knife. I mean, he's just like, it's big, bold, and just ready for anything, and it just, it's crazy. But it's a totally different sound, where I would say the TAS guitar is a little bit more focused, more detailed, and is loud. Just powerful and loud. So different. So different. I know they're dreads, but they're just so different. So again, that's so hard to quantify how different they are.
Yep. All right, let's see if there's any other things. Somebody said, will Yamaha be coming out with an FG7 next year? I don't know what an FG7 would be.
I'm going to tell you that I have seen what's coming out so far, and that is definitely not one of the things that is on the list. I've been getting a lot of information for NAMM, and I know a lot of things that are coming out,
and guess
but that is
what?
not one of them.
And guess what? You guys don't get to know any of that stuff.
I
until
can't.
it's time. Yeah,
She's trying to keep me, because I love to
anyways.
tell secrets too. I actually had, Yamaha
that.
had to send us on one of the projects that we're working on an actual NDA.
I'm sure it was just to us and not to any other stores.
It probably
because
was.
you can't not.
Because I can't keep
Gosh.
secrets. No, it was.
Tisk,
This is just the
John.
way it is. I've been pretty good
Yeah, I've
lately.
been pretty good recently.
I got in trouble from a few manufacturers before.
Yeah.
There's some things I will be able to show you earlier than NAMM that they've already actually told me that I am allowed to show you guys. There's quite a few things
But that said,
from a bunch of different manufacturers.
I'm so excited actually for how many people are coming to NAMM. I mean, we're going to go to Boucher. I've looked at the layout as well. For those of you that don't know, last year their sound was like insane. To be completely like, there's no other way to put it. It was insane.
It's just like it always is.
According to the layout, the acoustic guitars are in their own area. Obviously, it'll still be crowded.
It's still going to be loud.
Probably insane, but
I'm going to go
I do
even.
have hope for that.
I'm going to go even further
I
this
have
year.
hope for that.
Here's what's awesome. Jason and
so many
me and
things
Jeremy
going.
have secured a bunch of the stuff early.
Yep.
Before the day of, and in rooms that will give us the opportunity to do tone samples. So like Eastman, we are going to actually be filming early and having tone demos and runs of them that we're going to insert into the live stream from the booth. So we'll still be at the booth. We'll talk about the new products, but we'll be able to throw it to video that will be cleanly recorded and give you an option to hear. And that's not just Eastman. We've actually done this with about 4 other brands. So far, and there'll be more as they come. Everybody's kind of
So I'm
giving an
pretty
opportunity for that.
Yep. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm excited to go in general because of just the layout looks really nice. We get to see Boucher here this time.
Bigger NAMM again. It's going to
Who is
be
back again? That was really big. Fender, right?
Fender's supposed to
Fender's
be back.
Even though that's not our thing. I'm still gonna go look at them
Yeah.
because I think it's awesome. Bedell
Supposedly
always has a
Gibson's back,
room.
but I looked and I don't see a name for them anywhere.
Really?
Taylor has a real room. Looks
Yep.
like.
It looks like
hopefully,
Taylor and Bedell are in their same spots, I
hopefully
think.
this year, Taylor last year had a room, but they only allowed dealers to get in there that were dealers for them. I hope that's not the case this year. Taylor, don't be a jerk, okay? I'm going to put that out there. They were the only people that wouldn't allow us into their room to look at their stuff.
That is true, yeah. To
and
do
they
any
literally
of our
told
fun
us,
videos.
no.
Yeah, I remember.
See ya. We asked too, and we waited around.
Well, we're not as cool.
I guess we're not cool.
Yeah. And nonetheless, though, super excited. Yeah. Pretty excited for all the cool stuff that we're going to see. All the new brands we may see. I'm excited. That's the next big thing coming up. But besides that, we do have a couple of promotions that you need to say, by the way.
So, till the end of the year, gift card promotions. For every $500 you spend on any instrument in here, you'll get a $50 gift card to use at a later purchase. So, that'll be good. You can give it away. You can keep it. You can use it for yourself. You can do whatever you want. And that's going to be awesome. If you buy that, Bedell, $10,000, $100 gift card or $50 gift cards. I mean, that's what, like 50 million gift cards, isn't that something like that?
Yes, I think that's right.
Okay, I thought that was it. So, no, it's not it. Anyway, it's a lot of gift cards. You should definitely take advantage of those. Lots of finance things that are going to the end of the year. Eastman is still doing their 18 months 0% deferred interest. Right now to the end of this month, also Martin, 36 months, 0% financing. So that's pretty cool. You can check that out. Just give us a call. We can get you set up with 36 months on any Martin. So that D45, 36 months to pay it off. That's 3 years, Hinckley.
Yeah.
You know that? There's 12 months in a year.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that. Okay. Do you think I'm dumb? What the heck, John? Whatever. You guys get it. Let's see.
Anything else we need to cover before we get out of here?
I know. I was really thinking if there's any other promotions. Do we still have stocking stuffers to show off?
We do have the stocking stuffers. There's still some of them sitting over there. They're on our website. So we have a guitar, a mandolin, and a banjo stocking stuffer package, which is really nice. And they're all $50. So you get a $50 accessories pack that's really good stuff that most players can use. So if you don't know what to get for that person that you are buying for this year, those are really good options. Again, if you have any questions about anything, buying your first instrument this holiday season, give us a call. This is what we're here for. Corey is great at talking over the phone. Again, the Dreadnought Guarantee. No store is doing this. There is no other store that is doing this. That is going to get, on any instrument over $1,000, you're going to get 30 days to play it, try it out, and fall in love with it. And I encourage you to use all of that. Because I promise you, we've seen this a billion times. Somebody gets a guitar and the first initial reaction is, oh man, I don't know if I should have spent that much money. Is it enough of a difference? And then as they play it more and it continues to season and it continues to get better, they get 30 days to find that out. Not 24 hours, not 48 hours like a lot of stores do. 30 days to try it. And then here's what's even better. Your musical taste may change. You may decide, hey, this D28 that I have, it's not doing it for me. I think I need a smaller body. I need to get into an OM. So now I get into an OM guitar. You'll get 90% of what you paid for it, if up to, by the way, if your guitar's in perfect condition and you kept it clean, we will give you 90% of the value you paid on it in trade-in on anything else. So that's for a year. You can do that for a year. So within a year, you could get as much as 90% of what you paid for a guitar back in trade, which is pretty awesome. Nobody else is doing that. Plus, tons of goodies. We got acoustic hairs that are going to be put inside the guitar to make sure you know when to unpackage it. We have the best packaging in the business. I can guarantee that. We see less issues in shipping than anybody that I know of, including the manufacturers. We've really spent a lot of time, and we get a perfect setup. We have, how many points inspection? Does anybody remember? It has a lot of points of inspection.
27.
27 points inspection.
23.
23 is what I meant to say.
23, I think, is what it is, actually.
Thank you, Hinckley.
Sorry.
I knew it was a lot. And we have a detailed inspection list that Thomas goes through and makes sure everything is perfect before it leaves. And yeah, we do our best. We really do.
All right. So a couple questions that I want to answer real quick before we get out of here. So Teresa asked, real quick, the Eastman E10OM you unboxed on Tuesday. What was the price? I just pulled it up.
Same price as the E40D.
Yep, $2,679.
It's awesome too.
Just pulled it up.
It's the only one. I don't think you'll see any of those anywhere else.
The Sunburst.
The Sunburst is gorgeous.
It looks awesome.
Yep,
and then to combat that also, do you have an E40 to demo, an E40D or anything? I don't think that we have either one of them over here because they're still next door.
We sold them and they're still next door.
Yeah.
We did get an E40 Sunburst in a Dread and in an OM, and we got a standard E40 Dread, maybe?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
I don't remember either. Maybe not.
I don't think so. Either way, no, but
we also got an E20D MRTCs.
If you could go back and watch the Takeover Tuesday, we played all of those instruments if you want to.
Talk to those guys that were mean in the comments too. Anybody who wants to go to that Tuesday, talk to those guys. They want friends.
No,
they are looking
it's
for
best
friends.
to ignore bullies.
There's a good chance that their moms did not nurture them when they were babies.
That's crazy to say.
There's a good chance. Maybe one of them got dropped on their head. I don't know. Some people are saying these things. I'm not sure that it's true, but I have heard it, and it could be very well true. They probably need some love, and maybe you need to send them a cookie. I'm not sure. This is what people are saying. I'm not positive. I just hear these things.
This was a question real quick. Any new Ferks? Also, thoughts on their new neck innovations?
So the CNR, I believe, is actually
today, but it sold.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have just started marketing the CNR better. I don't think they did a change to it. It looked to me to be the same. I looked at it. They're doing the CNR, which has that aluminum block that's in the neck. It goes into the body. That is how they bolt into it, as well as the carbon adjustable truss rod. The CNR technology has actually been there for, from what I remember, for 5 or 6 years. We've been selling CNR guitars for a long time. Now, if they change something just now, let me know about that. But I know
it says new adjustments. Is what he just said.
I'd love to see that. I'll have to take a look at it.
I think that they'll be at NAMM, right?
Yeah, they will be at NAMM. We'll look at them there.
We'll check it out.
I got paperwork on it.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
I thought it looked like it was just more of the same, and they're just doing a better job marketing it.
He says this is brand new, so.
All right, I'll believe you.
See, yeah.
Show it to me. I want to see it. If they got new stuff, I'd love to see it.
All right. I think that's it for the day, though. I got to cut off the questions. If you do have any questions, though, leave them in the comments.
I'm going to go home. I'm going to get my girls some ice cream for how good they sang today. I felt really proud of them.
That's really nice.
I was so proud of all of them, Jeremy, Jason, and the girls. That was one of my highlights, guys. I know that's a silly thing to say, but
somebody else is saying that it's self-adjusting. Is what they said.
Whoa!
So I think that maybe
AI,
you don't know.
Computers, they got AI in it. I guarantee you.
They definitely
do. Cybernet is inside for guitars.
I want to end the live stream, so I'm going to. Right. Bye-bye, guys.
Yep, bye. See y'all next time.
We'll look into all that. Bye-bye.